Yeah. Now, mind you, Kayden didn't pay for any side.
Well, no, this is your station. No, you already told me.
Yeah.
This is your station.
Yeah.
And he's helping you.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's like.
Well,
I
Kinda.
help him, he helps me.
That's what it's all about.
yeah.
It doesn't matter what the monetary value is.
Right.
What matters is the efforts.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that he's come all the way down here to be with you. That's cool as heck. And you do that same thing going up there with him, right?
Yeah.
I remember
Always.
when you went to Nashville, I saw those pictures you guys posted. I was so tickled at that.
Yeah.
You'll put me on the camera, huh?
Yep, the camera and there's two cameras, and then we're gonna record over here.
Cool.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the King Gordon Show, today's best country mix. We're live down here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, with my good friend Dean Beaty. Dean, how are we doing today?
Doing pretty good, Kayden. I'm just amazed at how all this happened so quickly.
I know, because we were just talking about it like what, last week or something, that you were gonna, that you wanted to come down here.
Yep. And well, actually, it was almost 2 weeks ago, but it's like it happened so fast that it just time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, 100%. So tell us a little bit about you. I know you got a huge history of music, and tell us how you got started in the industry.
It all started in 1972, and I was listening to the radio on my 1947 RCA Victrola that my grandparents gave me. It's the old dial radio, if you remember those, with the turntables, 78 and 45 and 33. And so I turned the radio on. I was doing my homework. I was 11 years old, and I heard this song. And this song was by Dan Fogelberg. 2 songs in a row, actually. They had a 2-song Tuesday. So I'm listening to the song, and I loved it. It's something that was just, it struck home. Next thing you know, I'm looking it up in the phone book, radio station, to find out, where, this number and talk to the DJ. Well, it came with, I'm so nervous about this stuff. Long story short, these 2 songs were played, and the second song was False Faces. And it spoke itself all about, lies and improprieties and various things that I was never exposed to before. Then next thing you know, I started writing poetry and songs, and I was 11 years old and didn't know whether it was going to be something that I would enjoy or not. But then it just grew. And then as the years went by, I grew up and went to college and had a couple girlfriends and went into engineering and wanted to be an artist in it and play the guitar. Well, in 1980, I broke my back, so they ended the whole situation. I had to sell my music stuff and just pay the bills. And then I kept writing and kept things private for 32 years. And then all of a sudden, in a whirlwind, I met Michael Stanley. And Michael Stanley was a great guy. And right prior to meeting him, which was back in 1982 at the meet and greet, they call them. And next thing you know, he said, Dean, just give it your best. You got to do this by yourself. And I thought I was asking him for help. And I was like thinking, well, is it going to happen? Is it not? It didn't happen, but he still gave me support. And me, in all those years before meeting him and such, Dan Fogelberg was another instrumental influence in my life because he just woke me up back in 72. So then fast forward back to 78 and the 80s and going into the 90s up till now, I got 19 CDs, and bottom line is I'm just making music, and I was going to Nashville for 7 years. And you even got to, I guess, communicate with Billy Anderson. There's another gentleman that lives like 45 minutes away from you up there in Massachusetts. And I'm like, wow, how he got up there that close to you, and how we disconnected. You knew people that I didn't know you knew, and vice versa. I'm like, this whole scheme of things is just beautiful. And from here, I'm working on my 19th CD right now, and yes, I'm antiquated. I don't stream very much, and you're helping me learn how to stream that stuff, and that's where stuff's going worldwide, and I'm proud of what you've done, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Well, thank you so much. And yeah, I think that how long ago was it that we met? I think it was like what, a year ago maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's just crazy, like how we're just being able to sit down now and have a conversation in person and stuff like that.
This is new to me.
Right.
You've done this for a while.
Yes.
Since you were 14, I think it was?
Yeah, 14, yeah.
And here I am, in my 60s, and I'm an old man. But it's never too late to learn.
Yeah, no, not at all. No.
And this is what's so fun about it. And seeing this world indies music chart, for example, is one of the charts where I've seen my work when you posted it, and it goes to these different places like Spotify, YouTube, and it's like, wow, I never knew it was going to go all those places.
That's incredible. Now, if you had an opportunity to work with any artist, whether they're alive today or not, who would you choose and why? Beaty?
Well, the two main influences that passed away, Dan Fogelberg in 2011 and Michael Stanley 3 years ago. And the only one left is Keith Urban. And I've enjoyed his music for many years, and I just like his style. He has a fantastic style. And some of my stuff has a little bit of his style in there embedded in it, but for the most part, I'm just trying to find people who are interested in listening to my music. That's all.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, just getting out there and, connecting with the people with your music.
What's also spiritually valuable is when you listen to the music, having somebody like it and understand the message behind it. Like this latest one that I said, We. That started back in 2015, and when I finished writing it, and that song speaks of how it's a plural word. We means you and me. It could be somebody else. There's all kinds of connections you can make with that. And the society today is degrading so fast. And you hear all this I, which is singular. And I thought, how can I make something plural? So I decided to just write some stuff down, and I had these verses, and I don't know if you've ever done it, where you have banana sticky pads, those big ones, and you just kind of jot stuff down.
Right, yeah.
I'm the kind of guy, well, hey, look at this. I did all this. I took those pieces of paper and put them together and started making a theme, and that's where it came up with. And all I know now is I brought that thing along, and I got this little plural observation. I don't think I should read it all, but the bottom line is because it would take a while. And basically what, I'll give you the excerpt, one of the excerpts or verses in there. It goes, we fight, we die, we lose, we cry. We think we know, we win, we show. That's a synopsis of efforts that people make. And then it goes from there, and pretty much in one of the closing verses, we ask, we then remember God's grace within each endeavor. That right there is a summation of how I feel the message in my song, what I'm trying to connote and awaken in somebody when they're listening to the music. There's some spiritual values, and then there's also some practical, worldly values, but put it in a mix to where you can take the song and interpret it your way.
So, Dean, if people want to learn more about you, where can they find you?
Actually, I'm not on Facebook anymore because somehow they hacked the spot on the site. So I decided to do it the old-fashioned way, and I have an email, which you have, and if they're interested, they can email me or email you and in contact me. There's several ways, or the telephone, which can be provided if they're genuinely interested, or just a letter in the mail is another old-fashioned way. And personal contact is the way that I like to do it.
So. Exactly. So where do you see your musical career in the next couple of years?
I have an optimism about it, and I'm hoping that other people will show interest. And you gave me that one Sick Boys thing here, interview thing, an email day before yesterday or something like that. I'm going to try that too, and I'm just sending my information out. And MP3s is what I work with, even though they're antiquated, but they're still the waves are done after they're copyrighted and everything. So all I'm doing now, even the MP3s are copyrighted too, but they're from older songs.
Right.
Was copyrighted back in 2015, so I'm thinking, hey, it's safe to share with everybody.
Right.
And all I ask is that when people share with somebody else, if if they'll just let me know that they're sharing it. That's
Right.
fine. That's what I want, because it's like having that exposure and knowing the people that I can, like yourself,
Mhm.
I can quote my basis right now, probably 30 or 40 people in my hometown. And I'm hoping that those 30 or 40 people can talk to other people and share my music over the years. And my goal in the next year or two is to find more stage shows where I can play my music and play cover songs. I like playing cover songs and mixing like a half and half, a little bit of mine, a little bit of that, cover songs.
So what's coming up for you next? I know we're doing promotion right now, and what song are you rethinking you want to go with next?
Well, that's where We is the one that we have right now.
Yep, correct.
And then I've got 5 other songs that I'm I'd have to look for them, and I don't have them available right now. But we did it.
We did it. Yeah.
And then Santa is rocking.
Yeah, we did that around Christmas time.
Yeah, then there's Hope, which got onto the world indies.
Yeah, that one did. Yeah.
I was surprised how high it went.
Mhm.
And It was also another song. I'm guessing right now about another 20 to 25 songs that I want to get out there when I can afford to do that. That's
Right.
another thing. It's a little expensive for me because I'm just not used to doing this stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Unfortunately, this industry is, when you go and do certain things, it does cost a penny sometimes, and more than a penny, I should say. But, you got to be, very optimistic and very careful of who you, put yourself with and all that kind of stuff, and whoever wants to help you in the business and that kind of stuff. So it's very important to just keep that, open mind. And that's how I am. I like to help the artists, and,
I've also brought in 2 CDs, one for you and one for John.
Awesome.
It's called What We Know. And that one was done, back in 2018, I believe it was, when I made it. And both of them are pretty much
Awesome.
There you go, like that. And that's the covers I make. These are handmade, and I do all my work at home. The only thing I do professionally is to go down to my Canton studio where my friend works at a church, and he's my sound engineer and helps me with that.
That's awesome. Well, Dean, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you want to mention before we get off here today?
And actually, I'm just happy to be here, and this is a quick one, and hoping we'll have more of them.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want to thank my wife, Diane, for helping me to be able to come here. And she's taking care of me.
Yeah, shout out to Diane.
Appreciate your time, Kate.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much to Dean Beaty for taking the time to come on the King Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate it, and maybe we'll have to do this again, either virtually or in person.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And, see, this is where